Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will put total leather to crank us up. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. To the air, it's Samuel. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
It's complete to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And the Tigers will snap it on first and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it, it definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your up.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try the run. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Woolen. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Hurricanes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Samuel. Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Finds a man on the right. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Firing to the right, complete. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Motion from the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Unloads quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
Timeout, LSU.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Miami! Coaches say, we can't play you if you don't do what you're coached to do. We also can't play you if you only do what you're coached to do. That was just a great instinctive play.
That's a lot of dudes, so I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? All I know is that guy's fast, and he continues to break tackles and make plays and scramble outside the pocket. He can do it all, so I don't know what to do.
Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Samuel. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Throws into the middle of the field. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. FIU is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Miami for some time. They're up 14 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
So hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. He'll let one go down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, David.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Samuel. He's got the tight end.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Going up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, LSU 17, Miami 7.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw. Steps away. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, the offensive works absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Hurricane. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Samuel. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Second down coming up.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Defense looks like they're coming. The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Got it behind the line. It's Woolen. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
With the score, LSU 17, Miami 16.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. The Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Woolen. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
He'll pull it down. Got it! Touchdown, Canes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Number 0.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Got his man quickly. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Dropping back, it's Samuel. He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Flips it out in the flat. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock.
Touchdown, Miami! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And
a shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
They're trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. LSU right back to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To throw, it's Samuel. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays.